Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I got an email from a subscriber, and the subscriber sent a donation. So thanks for your donation. And remember, guys, if you want to guarantee that your question will be answered, make sure you click that link below and send a donation. So this one says, "What's up, Mr. Locario? I'm hoping you can help me with this issue that I had for most of my adult life. How do you deal with jealousy? I currently have a girlfriend, and in the course of talking to each other, I've learned that not only has she had sex with guys with no strings attached, but that she's been raped in the past. Knowing these things makes my blood boil. It's like I see the acts going on in my head, and wish I could hurt those guys. She insists that I'm worrying about nothing, that actually in the cases of the rapist, she's forgiven them in her heart and moved on. Again, it makes my blood boil. We sometimes have issues, and I'm compelled to consider ending the relationship. Even if I did, though, I know I'd have this jealousy issue with the next woman. I recall you once mentioned that your wife told you about an ugly guy she casually smashed, and you found it funny. I could never do that. I would want to go in on that motherfucker. So basically, how do you deal with the knowledge that someone out there had some guy has treated your woman like a fuck toy and be okay with it? Keep up the great work." All right, so first of all, it's understandable for you to be upset about the whole situation with the rape. You understand that's not necessarily you being jealous. It's more so like, it's not a good thing for, that to happen. You understand what I'm saying? So that's that thing right there. Now, when we talk about you just being jealous as far as, in general, and you, worrying about like your woman basically being with other guys before her, she's been with other guys in the past, and, she's basically had a whole bunch of no strings attached sex and all of that other stuff. I always say this, and I've said this so many times, you guys have to understand and accept the fact that the women that you're with now, the girl you're with now, right? She's been with other guys. That's just how it is. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, there's no way around this shit, right? See, the issue is a lot of guys want to have the illusion that the girl that they're with, if they've been with other guys, it's only been like one or two or maybe three the most. You understand? And I had a guy that I knew. He was like, "Yo, if I meet a girl and she's been with more than two guys, then I'm not fucking with her." And I'm like, "Well, good luck on that." You understand? Because she's not gonna tell you how many guys she's really been with in a lot of cases anyway. And most women have been with more than two guys. You understand? So the thing is, and I always say this, if you're a chick and you're 18, or let's say around the age of 18, dudes started really going in and hollering at you, right? And then you, from the age of 18 to about 28, and let's say you're 28 now, and you're a 28-year-old woman. And so it's been 10 years, dudes been going in trying to holler at you, right? Now, it's 365 days in a year. Let's say just one guy tried to holler at this girl, every day, a different guy every day, one guy a day for the next 10 years, right? So what, that's like 3,650 guys that, tried to holler, and you expect her to only fuck two? Nah, son, it ain't happening. You understand what I'm saying? So you guys have to understand it. And the thing is, the reason why you were feeling that way or feeling a certain way about that is because of your ego. Your ego wants you to think that you're special. You understand? This is why a lot of guys have issues with dealing with women who've had sex with a whole bunch of dudes. It's like you want to basically feel like, this girl has some sort of, criteria. She has some sort of special, checklist that she has to do before she ends up dealing with the guy. I got to make sure that this guy is this way and that 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 way, and then I'm going to have sex with him. You understand? So then when you get sex with her, when you have sex with her, you're thinking, wow, like, yeah, I'm the man because she's fucking with me, and, and that's why she's with me, because my game was all tight and I did this and I did that, and, she's only been with one other guy, or she's a virgin or whatever, and I made it happen with her. So, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel special. You understand? But you don't need to have to deal with that. That's your ego talking. You understand? That's all in your ego. That's you wanting to feel a certain way about the girl you're dealing with. But you got to come to reality and understand that women are out here getting it in. Okay, they are getting it in. If you think they are not, right, you are poorly mistaken. So, we have to get that out the way. Right now, when we talk about jealousy, right, because what you got to understand about jealousy is that jealousy is not natural. It's not natural. Jealousy is learned. I don't care what anybody tells you. Oh, no, it's natural. No, it's not natural to be jealous. Right? Let me tell you where jealousy comes from. So the reason why you're jealous, right, is because you have an attachment and you think you need that attachment to be happy. And you're scared that someone is going to take that attachment away from you. I'm going to say that again. The reason why you're jealous is because you have an attachment. You think you need that attachment to be happy. And you're scared someone is going to take that attachment away from you. So what does that mean? So you are attached to this woman or there's any girl you're with or whatever. You're emotionally attached to her or whatever. You think that you need this girl in order to be happy. Now, if let's say you're at a party and you see some guy just talking or having a conversation, you get jealous because you think that this guy could probably take that girl away from you, or that girl will leave you for that guy, or it doesn't necessarily have to be that guy, but just men in general. You're scared that your girl is going to leave you for other guys. You understand? So this is why you become jealous. So the thing is, again, people, they'll hear this and be like, well, it's natural to feel that way because no, it's not. Right? So how the hell do you stop being jealous? See, and I'm going to have to go a little deep on this, right? So the way that you stop being jealous is that you enjoy the women that you're with on a non-attached, non-clingy basis. It's really that simple. Now, it's that simple, but it's not simple to do because most people are conditioned to be jealous. Like you're taught to be jealous, right? Now, see, let's say, I'll show it to you. Let's say, for example, you are in high school or something, or junior high, I don't know, whatever, right? There's a girl named Tiffany in your class. You like Tiffany, right? Let's say you end up, dating Tiffany, right? And you're dating Tiffany, and then what happens is that, let's say things start to be rocky with Tiffany. Shit ain't really going how it's supposed to go. You see Tiffany talking to some other dude in your class or whatever. And, if it sort of falls out with you and Tiffany and now she's messing with some other dude, right? Now you're jealous because you want Tiffany. You felt like you needed Tiffany to be happy, right? So you're just like furious. You're mad or whatever, right? Because you're emotionally attached to Tiffany. Now, let's fast forward 10 years, 15 years in the future, right? You doing your thing, you living your life, you got shit going on, and then you walking down the street and you run into Tiffany. And Tiffany is with her husband or something, right? Now, do you still feel jealous? Would you still feel the same jealousy or, that same feeling you had when y'all were back in high school? Of course not, because you are not attached to her emotionally anymore. You understand? So your feeling of attachment has changed. You don't give a fuck anymore. You just like, oh, what's up? What's good? How's life? Yada, yada, yada. Good to see you. And you move the fuck on. Your day's not going to be ruined. You're not going to go home and cry about Tiffany that you were hanging out with, in ninth grade or whatever. Tiffany probably looks different now. She doesn't look as cute as she was when she was in high school or whatever it is. You don't give it a goddamn. You don't care. You understand? Because you are not attached to her anymore. You were attached when you were in high school or whatever. You was having those feelings because you were emotionally attached to her. Now you're not emotionally attached to her, so therefore your feelings have changed. See, if jealousy was natural, if it was like a thing, what would basically happen is that you would have been jealous in that high school situation, and then 10, 15 years later, when you ran into her on the street, you would have still been jealous in the same capacity. Just automatically. You're like, oh my God, I'm just super jealous right now. And most of you guys have been in situations like that where, you were messing with a girl. You could think about a girl that you dated, way, way back in the day. And if you saw her now, you wouldn't give a fuck. You'd be like, whatever. You want to other shit, you fucking with other women. You don't give a fuck about that. You wouldn't be jealous. See, that jealousy comes from you being attached to that person, right? Emotionally. And the thing you got to understand is that we're conditioned to feel that way. See, the thing with like me and my wife, we have our relationship open, right? So the thing is that I had to work on my jealousy, because what happened was back in the day, I would get jealous a lot because I'm also conditioned. You understand? You fall into that conditioning of feeling attached to that person you're with. See, when you're dealing, this is a concept that a lot of people don't really understand and they won't really get, and some probably will never get it, and some will probably get it later or whatever it is. But the thing is, like I was saying earlier, you have to enjoy the person you're with on a non-attached and non-clingy basis. Because the way that you're going to not be jealous is you have to have the knowledge. You have to have a certain understanding of what's really going on. And so what it means is let's say if you're with your chick and let's say y'all break up or she leaves you, whatever. It's not to say you're not going to be sad that, she broke up with you, because you probably enjoyed the time with her. If you have a high level of awareness, you probably won't be sad. But most people will be sad. You understand? But the thing is that if you understand, if you have the knowledge of what's really going on, it's easier to accept what the situations are in your relationships, right? It's like if I was in my house and I had a whole bunch of stuff on my table and counter or whatever, and then a friend came through with her 7-year-old kid, and the kid keeps throwing shit and knocking shit down, I'm probably gonna be like, yo, what the fuck? What's up with your kid? Why he keep throwing shit and taking shit down and throwing shit here and throwing shit there? And then, I'm gonna be upset. But then she tells me, hey, I'm so sorry, I forgot to tell you, my kid, he has some sort of mental problem, so he sometimes blah, 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 right? So now with that knowledge, my feelings about the situation have changed, because now that I know this about this situation, I'm not, attacking it, or I'm not attaching my emotion to it in that specific way. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's a different understanding of what's going on. So when I say that you have to understand the knowledge and understand, what's really going on when it comes to relationships, is that you need to understand what's happening and or what is going to happen in relationships in general. So when you talk about your girl or any girl you're dealing with being with, a whole bunch of dudes or fucking around with a whole bunch of dudes, you have to understand and accept that that is reality. You understand? You have to understand and accept that's reality. Now, also what you have to understand when, about relationships, and why I say that you have to enjoy the women that you're with, on a non-attached, non-clingy basis, is because, and I've said this before in another video, is that all relationships are going to come to an end. Every relationship you are in is going to end. It's not going to last. It's going to end. Now, the way it's going to end is either this. You're going to break up with the person. They're going to break up with you. You're going to break up with them. Either that's going to happen, or if you do not break up with the person, one of you, are going to die before the other, or the other's going to die before you, or you probably die together, whatever, but you're going to die. So you're either going to break up or you're going to die. You understand? You're definitely going to die. Everybody's going to die, right? But you might break up before you die. And if you don't break up before you die, you're going to die. So it's going to end. Right? So the thing is that when you just enjoy the person that you're with while you're with them and enjoy the times that you're having with them, right? You don't really have no time for jealousy. Because one, you understand, you know the knowledge that the reason why you're jealous is because of that attachment you have. You have that attachment because of your conditioning. You were conditioned to believe that you need to be emotionally attached to this person for you to be happy. You understand? So I enjoy the time that I have with my wife and my girl and whoever I'm dealing with, right? But I do not attach my happiness, my sense of well-being to this person, because then if my girl or whoever is, talking to some other guy or interacting with some other dude, right, then I'm going to feel a certain way. I'm going to feel upset about it. I'm going to upset myself. Now, this does not mean that you accept your woman doing certain shit, meaning like if your girl is flirting with some other dude and doing all this other craziness with some other guy and you guys are in a monogamous relationship and she shouldn't be doing that, then you have to check her on that. And then if she continues to do that, you have to bounce, because that's not how you deal with your girl. What I'm talking about is the feeling. See, there's a difference between the feeling versus the action that you're taking. You can dump a girl, you can kick a girl to the curb, you can do all of that and still not get all emotionally riled up and jealous. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you're just you're just getting rid of the chick on a practical level, right? You're saying, well, she's not doing the shit that she should be doing, so we're not gonna fuck around. But the point of the jealousy, that feeling of the jealousy, is coming from you, because in every situation that you're feeling jealous, there's another person in that same exact situation, right? And they are responding to that situation differently than you. They're not responding to it in a jealous way. So if the jealousy was natural, then it would be basically everybody's going to sort of respond to it in that way. Everybody would just be jealous. If this happened and that happened, then that will equal jealousy. No, it's coming from the specific person who is viewing what's going on and feeling those feelings of attachment and feeling those feelings of fear that, their attachment is going to go away from them. That's where the jealousy happens. I've been in situations where, I'm at like events or whatever, and, I'll be either talking to a girl, I'll start a conversation, or a girl come up and talk to me. You understand? So we're having a conversation, and then all of a sudden, her boyfriend or the guy the guy she's with, her husband, whoever the fuck it is, he sees me talking to his woman, and he runs up on the girl. He runs real quick, and he sort of like puts his arm around her, and he's like, "Oh, hey, what's up? What's going on? Blah blah blah. How you doing? Whatever." Like just like as to say, like, "Oh, well, don't try anything. This is my girl." You understand? And so that fear, that notion of scarcity, that feeling of attachment makes him go over and grab his girl up and, hug her and do all this other goofy shit. Like I remember one time this girl came, she started talking to me. I'm just standing there chilling. I was watching, I was at a bar and I was watching something on the television. And I'm drinking my drink, and then she comes up to me, starts talking, so we start talking, and I guess her boyfriend was in the bathroom or something. He comes out the bathroom, and he comes up, and he goes behind her, and he's all kissing her on the cheek and looking at me dead in my eye while he's kissing her on the cheek, and I'm like, niggas, please, stop it. I was like, you're on the road to your girl leaving you right now. You understand what I'm saying? And that's probably why she even fucking hollering at me, because your needy ass is fucking hugging up on her all the time, all the goddamn time, because you scared, you get jealous when she even, breathes next to another motherfucker. You understand? And that's what'll make her bounce away from you. You understand? So the thing you gotta understand about this whole jealousy thing is that the only reason that you're jealous is because you're attached. You are emotionally attached, and you think you need to feel, to be with this person in order to be happy, and you're scared that someone's going to take that away. You understand? Also, your ego is fucking with you. You understand? Because, you're saying, how do you get over the fact that, you said, well, let me see exactly what you said. You said, how do you deal with the knowledge that someone out there, some guy has treated your woman like a fuck toy? You accept it. That's what you do. You accept it. There's nothing you can do actually but accept it. You understand? So you got to understand that these women out here are dealing with guys, right? They've met, if you're a 30-year-old man and you're dating a 27-year-old, 28-year-old, 31-year-old woman, she's had a life before she met you. She's been with men before she met you. You can't put these crazy high expectations on these women. Women love sex. You understand? Women love sex. So you got to get it out your head that these women, are these like chicks who just stay in the house. They haven't really done anything with any guy. You're the first. She was just waiting around for a guy like you to come in and take her away and, marry her and do it. Nah, you understand what I'm saying? These girls are out here getting it in. All you need to worry about, or not even worry about, I don't think you need to worry about anything, but all you need to understand is that when she's with you, and if you guys are in a monogamous relationship, that she's supposed to act accordingly, meaning that she's not fucking and sucking no guys while she's with you, right? That's the only thing you need to deal with. Other than that, you just do your thing. And also when it comes to jealousy, you have to understand that the jealousy is coming from you. It's coming from you, right? So you have to be able to work on yourself so that you are, not letting these situations basically bring that jealousy out of you, right? Because the thing is this, there's really no need to be jealous, because if your girl wants to be with you, she's going to be with you. If your girl don't want to be with you, she ain't going to be with you. It's that simple. You being jealous is just wasted energy, right? And this is something you have to work on, because if you're 25 years old, that means you've been conditioned for 25 years to look at relationships and dating in a specific way. You've been conditioned to think that you need people to be happy. You've been conditioned to feel like you need this woman to make you happy. You've been conditioned to feel like, in order to be happy, you need this thing, that thing, and that thing to be happening in your relationships. So the thing is, you have to reprogram your mind and understand what's really going on and apply it to your situation, to your game. And then that's the thing that's going to make you progress and make things better in the long run.
Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below to send me a question. If you have a question on dating and relationships, I'll make a video about it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which teaches you 7 easy to follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And 3, I want you to click the link under that one to go to Bad Boy Membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month.
Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy to follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.